Hi everyone, my name is Mata and I thought I'll make a video on what made me go ahead and purchase my very first luxury bag. For those who don't know or didn't see my earlier video, my first bag was the YSL Lulu in small. And what made me finally decide to buy was the long lockdown we had in Sydney. So I live in Sydney and in Australia, and during that time is when I actually made the purchase. Up until that point, I have always wanted to get a designer bag, but the price point, it was always like, you know, in thousands, and to actually go ahead and spend your money on a bag was a lot of commitment. And so I always like stayed away from actually going through the purchase. But during the lockdown, I always, you know, I had a little regret, and finally getting my Lulu, it was actually very great. Another reason I actually went ahead and purchased it is because the value and price of YSL has been steadily increasing. You guys probably noticed that price 2 months ago. When I actually bought this bag, it was priced at $2,750. I got it from David Jones, and that was one of the very good price point. But I just checked yesterday for the Black Friday sale, and these are no longer $2,750. It has jumped from $2,750 to, I'm gonna say at least $3,100 to like $300, in that range, in the span of 2 to 3 months. When I bought this bag, it was $500 less than that, less than right now. So we had a $500 jump. If I had to buy this bag right now, I would have had to pay $500 more. So that was part of the reason I started to buy, because I kind of saw Chanel having price increases and Louis Vuitton having price increases, and that's why I bought my first bag. And it kind of like opened a bit of a floodgate, because since then I've went ahead and bought 2 more. Like I actually bought 1 bag that is YSL, but I also have 1 more YSL on my list, and we'll be getting it soon for my Christmas. So the reason I'm getting those this year is because from next year I feel that there would be another price increase, because from my opinion, YSL might be undervalued. I think this can actually go up to 4,000 or 4,500 in Australian dollars, so or at least $3,900 in USD. So that's kind of my evaluation price expectation for YSL Lulu in the future. There might be other bags that go up more, maybe Sac de Jour priced at 6 Australian dollars and maybe 5 US dollars. However, but I really do think there would be a big price increase in the long term, definitely next year and the year. In saying that, do I actually think a designer bag is an investment? Yes and no. I don't think we should be buying bags to resell them. I actually think if you buy a bag, it's best to enjoy it. Have fun with it and wear it to places, try it on with different outfits, and just should be enjoyed, because that's where the value is. There are some assets where people buy and it will go up or get you interest or dividends, and that's different. If I wanted those return on investment in that way, I would have bought those assets, not a bag. I bought the bag so I could enjoy it, and that's the difference. And the value I get from a bag is just basically owning it and wearing it. It's not something that I'm expecting to make money for me. In the long term, it will go up in value, and I'm happy about that. But am I buying this expecting to make me money? Not really. But I also like the option that it gives me to resell them and get some of the money back if I was to have an emergency, or I need like emergency money, and can I resell this and get some money back? Yes, then in that case, by all means, I'm like really happy to have that option. But that's not the reason I buy bags. But I also didn't want to buy these bags at an expensive prices. And knowing the current economic state, the issues with supply chains and the stock shortages and stuff like that, is what kind of pushed me to buy additional bags that have been in my list and we're probably not gonna get in the long term, knowing the current money value issue and like money printing issues that's been going on, is partly why I decided to go ahead and buy this bag. It's possible that the money is being devalued, and in the long term these bags will be costing a lot more. And I'm not saying just Dior or Chanel or Hermes is going to be costing more. YSL is going to be costing more, and there are other brands that might be a lot cheaper right now. They will be costing more. So that's partly why I decided to go ahead and buy a designer bag. And you know, this is not my advice to go ahead and buy all the designer bag there is, because it's going to go up in value. No, I think buy it if you want to buy it and enjoy it, and you've been saving and you actually have allocated funds for it. Do not go buy it in like credit or whatever and put yourself in debt. With the current situation, we obviously have a lot of priorities that we need to take into consideration, and that should be like the number one thing. And a bag is obviously something that you want. It's a luxury good, so it's best for us to have that in mind. And thank you for watching. I have a really interesting video coming up, and I think you'll find it very exciting. So look forward to that, and please leave a comment or let me know what you thought about this video. Yeah, let me know if you actually bought the bag before the price increase.